Alright, my people, welcome back to this channel. If you are new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, difference between Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho's agitation for independence. The news in details. Today, the two most famous secessionist groups in Nigeria are the that is indigenous people of Biafra, not independent, and the Yoruba Nation agitators. These two groups are being led by Mr. Nnamdi Kanu and Mr. Sunday Igboho respectively. Over time, their activities tend to attract people's attention and eventually started to generate heated debates and controversies, especially across social media platforms. The two agitator groups have a considerable number of followers in the southern region of the country. The Nigerian security forces launched a special operation to thwart the activities of the Eastern Security Network (ESN), which is a subgroup of IPOB suspected of carrying out multiple attacks on security formations and other government facilities in the southeastern region of the country. The security agencies believe that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is inciting these attacks through the use of radio station that is hosted in London and social media platforms. One of the major differences between the two secessionist groups is that IPOB disregards Nigerians' due process by undermining the country's laws. They also formed a subgroup called Eastern Security Network, in which their members took up arms against the government. This subgroup allegedly carried out attacks on prison facilities, police stations, and other security formations in the southeastern region of the country. The Yoruba Nation agitators are basically campaigning for a referendum and calling on the government to divide the country. Their agitations were fueled by the violent activities of the Fulani herdsmen in the region. According to multiple news outlets in Nigeria, Mr. Sunday Igboho was arrested in the Benin Republic when he attempted to flee to Germany. As of this moment, there is no official statement made by the headquarters of the Nigerian Department of State Services (DSS). Mr. Sunday allegedly fled the country after officers of the Nigerian security forces raided his private residence a few weeks ago. During the raid, the security forces recovered weapons, charms, and ammunition. Alright, my people, that has been it on this one. A lot of people has commented, so I'm just going to take a few. Uche Imana said, "You people have forgotten that the IPOB were campaigning in 2017 and the terrorist army kept killing them every day, and the Fulani bandits was killing their farmers in the farm, and they were left with no choice." Okay, I think he's trying to talk about the reason why the IPOB members are carrying weapons. He's trying to say, from what I just read, that they carried it because they were left with no choice, like a form of defense. Okay, and this one says they allegedly recovered weapons, charms, and ammunitions. Those pictures posted by DSS have been on social media since 2013. Ewo! Ewo! Okay, David says, though this is not the time for this, but I must say I don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu methodology of going after those who doesn't support him. Is totally unacceptable, and he chose to call people all kind of derogatory names, making himself look like emperor. Sunday Igboho is not educated but morally sound in his dealing and fight for secession. He never picked arms against the state and his people. He fought to defend his people against Fulani herdsmen and bandits, and very articulate. That is a nice one. Okay, my people, what do you think on this issue. What is your take on this issue? Well, for me, I think both are just doing the same thing but with different methods. They both have different understanding to these things, so you wouldn't really compare both of them. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, I think before they started carrying arms was when the Nigerian government started killing innocent people. When they go out to protest, they kill them in masses, like kill them in a way that even if you are in Nnamdi Kanu's shoes, you do the same thing, my friend. Because the killing then, even till now, they are still killing them. I mean, reports says in Olu, precisely, Imo State is like a dead zone because they are being killed on daily basis. So you wouldn't really blame Nnamdi Kanu for asking the IPOB members to go about with weapons, because to me, I feel it is for defense. I feel it is for their defense. And speaking of being educated, I don't see that as really any. I don't see how that got has. I don't see how that has anything to do with this. Sunday Igboho is not educated. Nnamdi Kanu is educated. All that has nothing to do with this. They are both fighting for the same cause. They are both fighting for the freedom of their people. So I don't really see how that has anything to do with this. They are fighting for the same purpose, just that it is on different regions. That is all. Well, they said that the security agencies believe that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is inciting these attacks through the use of radio station that is hosted in London and social media platforms. I wouldn't say I've listened to him say such things or seen in any social media platform where he asked the Eastern Security Network to launch attack on government facilities and all that. I haven't read or seen that in anywhere, but then you can't really say for sure. So I don't really think this comparison really is what we should be doing right now. I think what we should be doing right now is praying that their cause will not just be a waste. I think that what we need to be doing now is just to pray for victory for both agitators. The Igbo people, Eastern people pray for Nnamdi Kanu. The Yoruba nation pray for Sunday Igboho. Alright, that being said, I would still like to know what you think on this. So don't forget to drop your comments after listening to this. Thanks and remain blessed.